The sun beats down mercilessly on the coastal city of Jaffa. The air is thick with the smell of salt from the nearby sea, and a humid breeze carries the tension of impending battle. Jaffa, a critical port city on the eastern Mediterranean coast, is a lifeline for the Crusaders. If it falls into Saladin's hands, their stronghold in the Holy Land would be severely weakened. The city's high, stone walls had already been battered by Saladin's forces, who had launched a sudden assault while the Crusader garrison was caught off guard. The once vibrant city now lies in ruins, with debris scattered across the streets. Parts of the walls have crumbled under the relentless attack, and flames flicker from the homes and towers, sending black smoke into the clear blue sky. Saladin's flag waves atop the city's citadel. Victory for the Muslims seems all but assured. However, the tension is shattered by a rumor that strikes both hope and fear into the hearts of everyone in Jaffa. Richard the Lionheart is coming. Picture the sea, a calm, glittering expanse stretching out toward the horizon. Out of the haze of the midday sun, King Richard appears like a force of nature. His fleet of ships approaches Jaffa swiftly, sails full, with soldiers ready for battle. Richard, aboard one of the lead ships, is clad in chainmail and gleaming armor, his iconic red and gold lion crest emblazoned on his chest. As the Crusader fleet draws near, Richard and his warriors spot the Saracen banners fluttering over Jaffa's ramparts. From the beach, Saladin's troops, confident in their victory, notice the approaching vessels. For a moment, there is a hushed silence before chaos erupts. Arrows fly from the shore, but Richard's fleet presses forward undeterred. With a war cry, Richard himself is the first to leap into the shallow waters, sword raised high. The Crusader king, known for his ferocity and bravery, wades ashore, leading his small but determined force onto the beaches of Jaffa. Saladin's troops, though numerous, are taken by surprise at the sheer boldness of the counterattack. The clash begins immediately, steel meeting steel, with the sounds of war drums and the shouts of soldiers filling the air. The battle on the beach is fast and brutal. Richard's forces are vastly outnumbered, but their spirit is indomitable. Richard moves like a lion in battle, cutting through Saladin's soldiers with precision and might. His sword flashes in the sunlight, striking down enemy after enemy. Around him, Crusader knights and infantry fight with reckless abandon, knowing that the fate of Jaffa, and possibly the entire crusade, rests on their shoulders. Imagine standing beside Richard, feeling the intense heat of the sun and the sweat pouring down your face. The clamor of battle surrounds you, the sound of swords clashing, shields splintering, and the cries of wounded men. Dust is kicked up by the furious movements of men and horses, mingling with the smoke from burning buildings. The Crusaders are fighting for their survival, while Saladin's troops, caught between shock and resolve, try to regroup. Richard's sheer presence and force on the battlefield turn the tide. His ferocity galvanizes the Crusaders, who push back Saladin's soldiers inch by inch. The sight of the legendary Lionheart cleaving through the enemy lines inspires fear in their foes and awe in his allies. As the battle rages on the beach, Richard's sharp military mind comes into play. He orders his archers, stationed on the nearby ships, to rain down arrows on Saladin's forces, creating a protective barrage that keeps the enemy from overwhelming his troops. From the sea, the Crusaders' arrows darken the sky, forcing the Muslim army to retreat towards the city. Knowing that Jaffa's walls had already been breached, Richard leads a lightning assault into the city itself.